Cross-examination, Mr. Lovell? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Sullivan. How you doing? I'm well, thank you. How are you today? Doing all right for the time being. All right, all things considered. My name is John Lovell. I have a few questions for you, all right? All right. Let me kind of start by picking up where you left off. There was a question about why you're not supposed to speak to the police, and you were concerned that you might get in trouble for giving that answer. I'd like to hear that answer. Really, my answer was going to go to basically how I see things with the Lodge, as in Masons, as in Illuminati type stuff and things like that right there. You don't see these people actually going about and telling society certain things about them. They got bylaws and things that's a part of them that they don't expose to others if they actually wanted to know. If these people wanted to go and ask anything concerning that, they're not going to get the full effect what actually goes on in there. So that's why, basically, I didn't want to answer that question how I wanted to answer the question just now, because I'm in a court setting. I actually believe that a lot of these people run in the world. The Illuminati? No, Masons. Masons. Okay. And what does that have to do with talking to the police? What does it have to do with talking to the police? Yes, sir. Basically, it's just like when you say talking to the police, I'm looking at it like this right here. Just as well as the organization is not going to go talk to anybody that's outside of the organization, period. It didn't necessarily say don't talk to the police. It said don't talk to people that's outside of the organization. Okay, so you're just saying that it's a general rule for any secret organization, not general rule. You wouldn't go talk and expose things that's a part of your organization to someone else that's not. Okay, I understand that. Thank you. Now, you indicated as well that GD did not particularly sponsor drugs, but that people sold drugs nonetheless? Of course. And people were selling drugs to make a profit for themselves? Of course. And you had, at times, sold drugs to make a profit for yourself? Never said it. Pardon me? Never said it. You didn't? Okay. Then I apologize. I thought, let me say why I assumed that. Because you said that you were, no, let me say correctly what you said. You said people you were with were talking about buying drugs. Of course. The group you were with, right? Yes, sir. Okay. Not you in particular. Not me in particular. Okay. No, I appreciate that, and I caught the point you were making. So when people were committing these crimes, they weren't being told by the governor, for instance, you need to commit these crimes. Nah, I can't say that. No one understands that I'm not a part of this structure here in Georgia. Okay. I've never been a part of this structure. I only done met people when I came down here. From basically before I moved down here on the run. But just basically just coming down here to visit and doing things, so forth and so forth. But you know, I can't tell you that this person down here told this person to go kill this person or anything to that nature. I only know what goes on basically with stuff like that right there in my own state, in my own city. I follow you. But you've testified. The government called you today to testify to some similarities, right? Okay. All right. Okay. So in your city, the government wasn't telling you to burglarize homes. No. And he didn't tell you. You said you were charged with 3 attempted murders? Yes. And the governor was a man? Yes. A male. And he didn't tell you to commit these attempted murders? No. Okay. Or to attempt to commit murder? No. All right. That was something you did of your own free will? These are things that you do on your own free will. But like with my case, period, with my attempt murders is because one of the sisters got killed. So it's like when you do certain things, just like if you had a brother and somebody was doing something to them, whether they was your biological brother or not, you know. However, if somebody did something to somebody that you was very close to, you want to react how you grew up to learn how to react. So if it involved having to kill them, shoot them, whatever, to feel like, to get that feeling that, look, I got my payback, then that's what you got to do. So, yeah, we act on our own whenever we do things. But don't get me wrong. You do have people that send people on crash missions. And when I say crash missions, you have people that will instruct people to go do certain things. Yeah, pull up and go do this. Pull up and go do that. So you got people that'll send out the word and get a person hit. Just that simple. And that would be something there would be a specific instruction. That would be something that would be a specific instruction. Okay. All right. Now, you talk about the way you learned. Did you grow up? How many brothers and sisters did you have? I got an older brother in Ohio. I got a younger brother that's down here. And I got a younger sister. And I got an older sister in Ohio. And is one of your brothers, has Marquise been locked up? Yes. I just happen to know of Marquise because Marquise was a member of the Crips, right? No. No? No. Okay. I thought that might put some stress at the family dinner table. No. He's not a Crip? Never been. So if agents said he was a Crip, they made a mistake? They lying. Okay. They're lying. Let's see. So tell me a little bit about did you grow up in Greenville? The majority of my life, yes, I grew up in Greenville. All right. You said that when somebody does something to someone you love, you take revenge yourself? Yeah, just basically, yeah. I'm always protect my family. Why don't you call the police? Basically, what I'm doing right now, I don't call the police because that's never what we did. What I'm doing right now is so hard. This is why I'm sitting here and I fumble around because this is not me. Like, I never would have seen myself on this side, sitting on a stand in my whole life, testifying on somebody. This is not how I was raised. Just period, point blank. We was taught to protect the family. Period. So, like, if you did anything to the family, well, if I gotta fight you, however, whatever, depending on what you do. I'm not gonna always just grab a gun and try to shoot you, something like that right there. I will fight you if I could fight you and get what I needed to get. But if you choose to do anything ordinary, out of the blue, more than that, then I was gonna have to confront you on the same level. Okay. To try to make things right in your mind. In my mind, right. Now, you said that you didn't want to be in this position, but you talked to the police pretty promptly after your arrest in 2013, didn't you? Pretty properly. Pardon me? Pretty properly. I'm sorry? Nothing. You're right. Okay. What did you say? I truly didn't hear. I was really repeating what you said. Promptly? Yeah. Yes. Do you remember you were arrested in March of 2013? Is that correct? Yes. And you were talking to the police by April 1st? Yes. Okay. So pretty quick. Pretty quick. All right. Pretty quick. All right. Now, let me talk to you a little bit. You were with a group of people who were talking about buying a kilo of cocaine. All right. Is that right? Correct. All right. Now, as you look around the courtroom today, and I'm going to ask you to look on that side of the courtroom, do you see anyone who was present for that discussion regarding the purchase of the kilo of cocaine? Was Izzy there? Huh? Was Izzy? Who was it? Was it Iz or Izzy? I always knew him by short. I say Iz for Izzy. You know what I mean? But that's what I knew him by. But I don't even see the same person that was just on the screen. I mean, unless I don't want you to rely on the picture the government gave you. I want you to rely on your own memory. No, I'm talking about, but see, I got bad eyesight. I'm trying to figure out. I know that's not bro right there. I don't see bro. I don't see him. Okay, so this person then, Iz or Izzy. Let me know when you're done. I don't see him. Go ahead. Okay. I'm going to ask you some more questions then. Go ahead. This person, is or Izzy, who you talked about delivering a kilo of cocaine, I want you to know, let me know when I have your attention again. I'm listening to you. I hear you. Yeah. I see you're looking hard. This person, what did you call him? Is or Izzy? I called him Is. Okay. So this person that you describe as Is, did he show you the kilo of cocaine? No, he didn't. All right. And he indicated to you that he did not indicate to you that he had it, but that perhaps he could acquire it. Correct. Is that right? If you brought him enough money? Correct. Not something he had on hand? No. All right. And in fact, you've learned, backing up. Let me strike that and start over again. You said that you grew up in some tough neighborhoods. Correct. And you've seen drug deals take place. Correct. And you are aware that sometimes people will say that they have drugs and they will get somebody to show up and they'll take their money and not give them the drugs. Is that right? Things can happen like that. Correct. Yeah. It happens more often than you care to. No comments, Mr. Lovell. It happens fairly often, correct? Correct. All right. So that's something that people who are purchasing drugs have to be very careful about. If you don't know who you're dealing with. Exactly. Otherwise, you'd lose your money and have neither the money nor the drugs. Correct? Correct. All right. And now you've also had people who have talked about selling quantities of drugs that are larger than they have ever sold before. Is that right? Yeah, you got people that will do that. If the price is right, they will make an effort to try to find it. I guess so. Okay. All right. Can you tell me the names of the people who were with you in that group when Iz made that offer? No. Why not? Because that ain't got nothing to do with this case. I would respectfully disagree with you. They do, because that... I'm going to ask you if they can be charged. No, I'm not. You will not tell... No. If they can get any type of charge from this situation. No, I'm not. Now, did you... On April 1st, did you offer the agents to complete that purchase of the 1 kilogram of cocaine? I could have made it happen. All right. Now, what is better evidence of someone's intent to sell a kilogram of cocaine? Your word or a recorded call with you discussing it? A recorded call would be better evidence. Sure, because then you would have the person's voice on the phone, of course, and you essentially having them admitting it, right? Of course. And in this particular case, you did not, when you were in custody, you did not make a recorded call to Iz. Is that right? No. Okay. One moment, please. Your Honor, at this time, I would ask the court to instruct the witness that he is required to answer my question regarding the other people who were present for the purported sale of the 1 kilogram of cocaine. What do you say, Ms. Dammers? The government does not object if the court wishes to instruct the witness to answer. Mr. Sullivan, I'll order you to answer the lawyer's questions. All right. So, Mr. Sullivan, I was asking you who else was present for that discussion regarding the kilogram of cocaine. Bran, Pac-Man. Whoa. I'm sorry. You've got to slow down. 1, there's a court reporter taking you down, and 2, I want to hear you. So just go one at a time, slowly. One guy's name was Pac-Man. And you've got to speak clearly into that microphone. One guy's name was Pac-Man. Pac-Man? I heard you that time. Thank you. The other guy was Bran. How do you... Can you spell that? B-R-A-N. B-R? B-R-A-N. Twice. Bran? Yeah, that's what we... Bran. Alright. The other one's name is Elo. E-L-O? Yeah, E-L-O. Alright. That's it. The 3 of you. Thank you, sir. I have no further questions.